Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss White. It is Friday, April the 19th. We are on day 5. We have 16 days left of our life cycle of a chicken unit. We're going to quickly review the words, vocabulary words, and writing that we've done for the first 4 days. On day 1, we wrote about incubator chicken and eggs. This is what the development looked like on day 1. This is for day 2. Your vocabulary words were hen, rooster, and observe. For day 3, your vocabulary words were embryo and rotate. And then yesterday, we had nest and life cycle. So as we look at today, day 5, this is the growth. And remember yesterday when we candled for the first time and we saw that black dot inside the egg? So that black dot, what we're seeing is one of the eyeballs and then the size of the chicken body around it. Today, what happens on day 5 is that the embryo becomes male or female. The two words that you'll use in your writing today are roost and clutch. Now, this roost is a verb. It's used as a verb. It means to sit on the eggs or to sleep on at night. So for chickens, they have a lot of different predators. We've talked a little bit about that in class. A lot of other animals that like to eat chickens, including us, right? And so chickens will naturally not sleep on the ground. They will naturally try to get up, either in the trees or up on top of something. Inside a chicken coop, you might have like a wooden ladder going up. And they sort of stand on that ladder and just close their eyes and sleep, but they will not sleep on the ground because of predators coming in. So to sit or to sleep on the eggs is to roost. You call that roosting, okay? And then this group of eggs right here is called a clutch. So as a hen becomes broody, we call it, and she broods on top of the chickens, we call this group of eggs right here a clutch, which is a group of eggs together in a nest. And do you see how they're all different colors? They all came from different breeds of chickens. So one chicken who maybe, laid this egg will claim all of these as hers, and she'll become the mama to all of them. So since today is Friday, what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 days of writing today. We will write about today, which is day 5 for Friday, and this is what your writing will look like for today. It says on day 5, I become male or female. I hope I am blank because, so today you'll be deciding if your chicken inside your egg is a male or female, why you want it to be a rooster or a hen, and we've already talked about their important functions. And then tomorrow, which is Saturday, and you guys won't be here on Saturday, we have this happening. And so today we will write Friday's work and Saturday's work. So on day 6, the egg tooth begins to form, the embryo begins to move. On the very tip of the beak, now this is his eyeball, I'm just pointing there, but when he grows his beak, on the very, very tip of his beak, he's going to have this tiny little bitty stick sticking up. And that's what they call an egg tooth. And it kind of just looks like the tip of a toothpick. And when he gets ready to pip, we call it pipping and zipping to get out of this egg, he will use that egg tooth from the inside to peck, 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 peck against the membrane that's around him and against the shell. And remember, the shell will be softened because we're going to turn the humidity up really high. So there's going to be a lot of water in the air and it will soften that shell. But he will pip, 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 pip and cause a crack to come on the shell. And then he'll pip, 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 pip right beside it and cause another crack to come. And that's called pipping and zipping across to open the egg. So he will kind of crack there, and then he'll crack there, and then he'll crack there, and he'll sort of unzip himself, pipping and zipping. He will unzip himself before this whole egg, so this whole egg can crack open. So that's how he gets out. So on today, we're going to write about Friday and Saturday, and Saturday's growth is on day 6, my egg tooth begins to form. I begin to move. One day I will use my egg tooth 2, and then the 2 words you're going to use for Saturday's writing are brood and brooder, and we've talked about that a little bit. We have, sitting on a brood is what brooder means when a mama takes a clutch of hens, a clutch of eggs, and sits on them. And then a brooder is a box that you're going to put them in once they hatch. We have a brooder box in our classroom that we're going to put them in once they hatch. I'll show it to you really quickly. And then we'll look at this more as we go along this process. We'll look at the light. We'll look at the different things that are inside. And this is what we'll keep the chickens in here in the classroom. So how exciting. Today is day 5. We have 16 days left. We're super excited. By the time we come back on Monday, we will be candling all of the eggs and be finding out exactly how many fertilized eggs we have to keep over this next 2-week process. And then on Sunday, May the 5th, we should have some that are pipping and zipping to get out. How exciting!